Okay, hopefully we have sound now. I still don't have any chats from anybody. So let me see what's going on here. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to catch up. So that might be what's going on. We'll kind of see if it pops up here. In the meantime, I am going to go to my page because I can see your comments on there. Okay. Tech support's coming in, otherwise known as Daniel. Hi, Violet. Are you on my personal page or are you on the business page? It looks like maybe one of them is going.
One of them?
Yeah. I just don't know which one it is.
I mean, one of the Facebooks?
Yeah, one of
the... Considering you see that there. Did she send it on both?
There we go. It's on the business page.
Yeah, that was there already. That's why I was trying to figure out which one it was.
Yeah, it's okay. That's the regular page. Let's see. See?
Okay, interesting.
So. Hold on just a second while he gets the chat going. I fixed the sound.
Oh, okay.
The sound source wasn't chosen right.
Oh, of course not. Because why on earth would it ever... this is just the Max and Christie one, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll try seeing if this will do the trick for it. Okay. Sign in. Deactivate. Activate.
Object has been destroyed.
Okay. Well, that's
we're destroying things over here. This is fun. Hi, Juanita.
Okay, that's not ideal.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird.
Just a little bit. It's a little bit unfortunate. Huh. You know, I'm not too sure why. Okay, that activated at that time, so...
Okay, so let's see.
Refresh. Hopefully somebody sends a message. Hopefully it'll go now.
Yeah, Mom or Aunt Dora, can you send another message and let's see if it's working now. The chats weren't coming through on the one page.
The one time that, you know...
All the rest of the pages are working, but not the one page. Of course. It's always something, right?
And it's the one time that I actually say that, oh, everything should work fine because you haven't touched it.
I haven't touched it, but it is not working.
I guess you existing there, it was enough of touching it.
That's it. Okay. Nope, still not getting there.
Huh.
Sometimes it takes them a minute to catch up, so maybe they'll catch up. I'm just going to leave this up here so that I can...
Yeah, worst case scenario, you just have to...
just keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Yep, no big deal.
You just have to have a slightly separate check.
So I do have the page up so I can see your comments on that page over there. We'll see if they start coming through in the multi-chat. Who knows?
Nothing can ever work.
So that's why I named the show Freaky Friday, because it seems like this is one of those days that everything has gone wrong. Nothing is working right. It's kind of been a mess. So, yeah, it's one of those days. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully the show goes better than the rest of the day has. I'm not sure if I have a lot of hope, though, at this point. So if you are interested in the necklace that I have on, this is one of our blockbusters. These are white teardrop rhinestones. You can see it's kind of got 2 layers of chain, but this is all hooked together. So it's like one whole piece. I drop it down on my shirt, right? I don't think I know how to dress myself either, because I'm crooked. But, yeah, this is one of our blockbusters, so I have as many of those as I need. I also have this in gold, and it has not only the gold hardware, but it has gold colored rhinestones. So I do have that available as well. So if you want one of those, say I want your necklace and tell me white or gold. So that will take care of that. As usual, I am missing numbers. I was going through all my numbers and I was trying to see which one, where I had the most of them. So we're starting with number 161 tonight. So if you're coming in late, 161, that is where we're starting. You have not missed anything. So let's go ahead and have our first piece. First piece, these are hoops, my favorite. Love hoops. These are called the Gem Fairy, and they're in pink. So we have a light pink, an iridescent pink, and a fuchsia pink in those rhinestones that are inside these hoops. Hopefully you can get a good view of those. I like this because they match so many of my pink pieces. This is the length and size. And I have 3 pairs of these available. So the Gem Fairy in pink is going to be number 161 tonight. And don't mind all the greenery and stuff hanging behind me. This is for the wedding. I had to unpackage it and let it sit out so that it gets its shape back. So I've got it draped everywhere right at the moment. So my background is going to start looking like a jungle. I've got more coming this week. So you can just ignore that or enjoy it. Whatever. I'm good with either one. So that is what we're doing on our tables for the wedding. We've got our eucalyptus and our white roses back there. And there will be some other colored flowers that go in with those as well as soon as we get everything in. So all the fun stuff. Thank you, Violet. Hopefully it's going to look just as pretty or prettier at the wedding. So, but you know how it is when you first unwrap something, they have to kind of get their shape back from being in the packaging. So, all right, our next piece. This is a fringe necklace, and this is in the black metal. So that is an off black. Hi, Jessica. Only you, okay. How are Rosie and the girls feeling today? Are you lonely over there? Alright, this is in the black metal, and it has midnight blue, defaced beads, little tiny ones, right there, mixed in with the black beads. So just a hint of blue in this. Not a lot of blue. This is going to sit in a fringe. So it's a black and blue necklace. We didn't beat anybody up. It's just black and blue. I'm going to tip her forward because this is what works best for this type of necklace. And this is how I get mine to lay right. I lean forward, let it all fall in front of me, like this, and then tip back up. That's the only way I can get it straight. So this is the length. You can see about half of it is above that collar. About half of it is below. With the 2-inch extension, that is going to sit down here to the top of the bust. It is going to go past mid-chest, so it'll be a little bit longer than that. So we have 3 of these available. This is called Divinely Diva in blue. And it is number 162. Jessica, I'm going to have to check on them, but I didn't want to interrupt their sleeping because I know when you have the flu, all you feel like doing is sleeping. So, kind of trying to let them rest. But I will give them a call or a text very soon. Hopefully they'll be on the mend and we'll see them in a few days. Rhinestone Renaissance in silver. So we have 2 pairs of these earrings. Aren't these gorgeous? Very fancy. We have a silver pearly bead in the center, so that's a light gray color. And then we have this beautiful kind of a lacy pattern around it in white rhinestone. This is the length and size. So we have Rhinestone Renaissance in silver, number 163. They are kind of Victorian looking. Antique-y. They're the Queen's earrings, right? We can wear the Queen's earrings too. Hello, Shannon. I do see you over there. Let's see, I'm used to having a touch screen over here. Let me put Shannon down. How's everything going tonight, Shannon? All right. Heard it on the airwaves. This is also in blue, but you can see it is an iridescent blue. So we have kind of a blue base, but then the iridescence over it. So it really reflects a lot of different colors. These are cushion cut or emerald cut. Both are very similar beads. The earrings, smaller versions of those same beads, so they will match, because otherwise it's going to be really hard to match anything to this necklace unless you wear silver with it. This is the length. So, sitting right here, also about half above, half below the collar. So it's kind of bridging that. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down to the mid chest so that the very bottom of it is going to touch the mid chest. So heard it on the airwaves. We have 3 of these available still. This is going to be number 164. 164. Yeah, the chat doesn't work like that because I use a different program for it, so that I can have it all in one place. I don't know why it's not working. It's just not. It's one of those things. Something has to always not cooperate because that's the way life works. So, 163 and 4 to Jessica, and I have your necklace too, Jessica. I wasn't sure where you were at right now, so get with me after the show and I'll figure out how to get your other necklace to you. So I don't want you to not have it, but I didn't think you were at Rosie's right now. All right, next up, we have a twisted type bracelet. This one is called Box Office Bling in white. Oh, you want me to just leave it with Rosie? That's fine. I can do that. Maybe I'll take them some cookies or something and leave your necklace with them. Heard it, oh no, Box Office Bling. Sorry, the last one was Heard It on the Airwaves. So this has white rhinestones, but also little, it's almost like a boxy chain. And you see how it's twisted, almost braided in there. This has the adjustable clasp, so we have the lobster clasp and the extension so that it will fit your wrist. You can make those changes to it. I think this is pretty how they twisted it all together. So I just have one of these. It came in as a special, so Box Office Bling in white, number 165. All right, that was 5. So let's get a question. Let's see. What kind of questions do we have tonight? All right, let's go with this. 4 answers. I'm going to take the first 4. There's actually a lot of answers. We're going to go with the first 4 because it is a lot. First 4 answers, we're going to take, let's do it number 4. What is something people worry may get ruined by the rain? So if it's raining, what's something people worry might get ruined by the rain? I was glad to see the sun today too, Shannon. It was nice out, wasn't it? I think it actually got warmer than they anticipated. Your hair, number 1. Everybody's always worried about their hair. That's one nice thing about having curly hair. It actually looks better when it's wet. Papers. Papers is a great answer. It's not on there, but that is a great answer. If they get wet, they're ruined. What else gets ruined by the rain? Something rain would ruin. First 4 answers. So we got number 1. What else would get ruined by rain? Your shoes. Yep. Number 3. Depends on what kind of shoes you have, but yep, your fancy shoes, definitely. Paint. Not paint, but that's good too, especially if it's wet, right? So you have wet paint out there. It's going to get ruined by the rain. Your clothes. Number 2. Some do not take well to being wet. Cookout. I'm going to give that one to you, Shannon, because it said picnic, but cookout, basically the same thing. And I don't think we're going to get any distinction between it. Your yard. Well, hopefully it makes your yard better. Not always, but hopefully it does. So a cookout or a picnic was number 4. So you got all of them. You know what the rain's going to ruin. We've had rain all week, right, Shannon? We've had lots of practice with that. Esley said they've had rain too. I talked to her earlier in the week, and they've had quite a bit of rain, which means mudslides now because of the fires. So hopefully it won't be too bad out there. We're definitely keeping them in our thoughts and prayers because they're kind of having a rough time out there this year. Not a good time to be in California. All right, next up we have Gallant Garden in Multi. Aren't these gorgeous? So we have a pink flower in the center. It has a little yellow center, little yellow rhinestone center. Then we have the green leaves, and we have a blue accent, white all the way around the outside. You have ice and more to come. They're saying we may get big snow. There's like a 20 to 40% chance that we are going to get some pretty significant snow. So, kind of not looking forward to that. This is the length and size of these earrings. So we do have 2 pairs. I'll show them to you up close again. These are Gallant Garden in Multi, and we have 2 pairs of these. These are number 166. They are really pretty. I need to find something pink to go with them. I know I've got something pink. Next up, I am just going to hold this one up because it is a longer one, so it is not going to go on the bust all that well. This is called Chicly Cupid. So 2-layer necklace, which means we've got 2 lengths. The first length has the outline hearts. You can see the little outlines. Second layer has the puffy hearts and the outline hearts. So a little bit of both. The earrings are the little puffy hearts. I have one of these myself. I like to wear it. I almost put it on for the show tonight. This is the lengths. So our first one, right here at the bust, just over the bust. Second one, mid-abdomen. So with the 2-inch extension, we're going to go down toward belly button level. This one is going to come down underneath the bust and sit just up underneath. So we have 2 more of these. This is Chicly Cupid. I like the long ones for my sweaters at this time of year. So this is number 167. 167. Everybody's quiet tonight. What's going on? Nothing going on? Is that why we're all quiet? It's Friday, right? Everybody's tired by this time. I'm tired. I can tell you that. It has been a long week. Everybody else had a long week too. We worked this morning. We worked up in Durham, so it was a little bit more of a drive. Came home a little bit later than we usually do. All right. Princess Prominence in gold. So this is actually a choker length necklace, which means we have quite a bit of extra extension. They always give us that extra when it's a choker length. This is in gold. We have little teardrop shaped rhinestones surrounded by white rhinestones. And then rhinestone studded chain as well in between those. So you get a lot of bang for your buck on this one. And the earrings are also those same little pieces, the teardrops, surrounded by teardrops. There we go. So this is where it's going to sit at choker length. So they're having it sit right down here, not quite up on the neck, but down here around the collarbone area. This one has extra extension, so you're going to be able to get it down to right here at the collar with that extra extension, or you can put it anywhere in between. Probably right here would be a nice length for most tops. Isn't it pretty? So we have 2 of these remaining. This is Princess Prominence, and it is in gold. It's going to be number 168 tonight. 168. I like my rhinestones. They don't have to be huge rhinestones, but I do like my rhinestones. Get a little shine. Next up we have, these are jacket earrings. So if you don't know what a jacket earring is, there's basically 2 layers of earring here. So you can put 1 layer behind your ear and 1 layer in front of your ear. Or you can wear them just like this, like they are on the paper. Or you can just wear the centerpiece. The centerpiece is the one that actually has the post. Then the outside piece slides onto the post. It has a little hole that slides onto the post. So these are called Ever Enamored in black. We have 3 pairs of these. This is the length and size. And again, there's 3 ways to wear these, so you can decide how you want to wear them. These are in the black metal. They have the white rhinestones. Ever Enamored in black is going to be number 169 tonight. 169 for those. $170. Aerial Approval in purple. So we have rhinestones in round and square, and those are set on point, so they're not sitting flat. Then we have a purple enameled piece right here that has a little silver butterfly in it. We have 2 of this one. This is the length. So it's sitting down, it's about 3/4 of an inch above that collar, which means that with that extension, it's going to sit just barely underneath the collar. This one is Aerial Approval, and it is in purple. It is number 170 tonight. 170. All right. That brings us to our next question. Oh, here's a good one. 4 answers. I'm not sure I agree with their answers, but 4 answers. We're going to take, let's go with number 2. What is a comfort food that people eat on rainy days? It's raining, you want comfort food. What are you going to reach for? I think a lot depends on whether it's warm rain or cold rain, because it could go either way. North Carolina, we get a lot of warm rain, right? Not always cold rain. Soup. Soup was number 1. Soup is very popular on cold, rainy days. Popcorn. Popcorn was actually not on there. Soup. Another vote for soup. I like soup on rainy days, too. Or chili. Basically the same thing. Macaroni and cheese. That was number 2. ultimate comfort food, right? I love macaroni and cheese. It doesn't even have to be fancy macaroni and cheese. White chili soup. Nope, no chili on here. What else might be comfort food that you would reach for on a rainy day? I don't know that this is necessarily rainy day specific, but these next two are definitely comfort foods. I just don't usually eat them specifically on a rainy day. Apparently I need to get some sleep tonight. Fish and fries. Nope, that's not on there. Pizza, yep, number 4. Pizza was number 4. Always loved pizza. My husband doesn't so much because every time they had something special going on at work, they would get pizza. So he was kind of pizzaed out, but I love it. Ice cream, that was the other one, Violet. Ice cream was number 3. I don't know about eating it on a rainy day. It's kind of chilly out there. Shannon said ice cream as well. But it's great comfort food anyway, right? You could put it on top of a hot brownie. That would make it better. We have ways of making these things work. Ooh, a grilled cheese sandwich. That sounds good too. I could go for a grilled cheese sandwich. I really like grilled cheese. All right, our next piece. This is called Sail Away With Me in brown. So these are brown pearly beads, and in between we have little rhinestone spacers, rhinestone bead spacers. I don't know if you can see those. They're in there to give you a little bit of shine, a little bit of sparkle in between the pearlies. This is the length, so it is almost at that collar. It'll be 1/2 inch. With the 2-inch extension, that's going to put it just down underneath the collar to about right here. Hi Daisy, good to see you. So we have Sail Away With Me in brown. We have 2 of these available. This is going to be number 171. 171. How are you doing out there? You guys have the mud slide into your living room yet? Esley told me it was raining. Or did it finally stop raining? You live? That's good. That's good. Living is half the battle. How's your mud? At least if, you shouldn't have any fires, right? Because it's raining. It's been pretty wet. It's cold. Yeah, I bet. It's been cold and rainy here this week too, if that makes you feel any better. Probably doesn't, but yeah, we've been cold and rainy too. And kind of yucky. Today we finally saw the sun today. For the first time, I think, all week. It's kind of bright outside. Alright, Vintage Allure in blue. So these have the blue crackle stone in the center. Have like a slightly southwestern vibe. We've got scalloped edges on those hearts in a shiny silver. And then the round blue crackle beads in the center. This is the length and size. So we have 2 pairs of these. Vintage Allure in blue is number 172. Number 173. I had to bring these out. I love these. Wall Street Wreaths in multi. So if you have a rhinestone necklace, there's probably a color in here to match it. So I'm going to go through all the colors. I'll turn them around to me. We start with the white rhinestone halo all around the outside, and then these are marquee shaped rhinestones inside. We have kind of a light purple, a darker purple, a green, a light kind of peachy color, and aqua blue, one that looks like oil spill, a very light green, kind of like a peridot color, and it looks like a dark blue as well. So there we go. I love, love, love these earrings. This is the length and size. I do have 4 pairs. I got extra because they're so pretty. Wall Street wreaths in multi. These are going to be number 173. Number 174. And I bought this necklace because I had a very specific dress to match this. These are red flowers, so we have featured finesse in red, slightly tomatoey red, just very slightly. You can see the detail, the ridge detail on these petals. And then they have the little rhinestone centers, 2 tiny rhinestones in the center of each of these red flowers. I have 3 of these. This is the length. So mostly above the collar, just a little bit, maybe a 1/4 inch of those petals are below the flower. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down to here, so that'll be just above mid-chest, just slightly above. So if you want to get it all the way down to mid-chest, just add another little extension, and I can make you one if you need one. This is called Featured Finesse in red. And I have 3 of them. It's going to be number 174. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't count. So there's 14 up there right now. Very good. I do actually sort in on what I'm doing. Next up, we have the bright pink. You want 174, Daisy? Okay, got that. This is Bauble Bonanza in pink. So we have the bright pink. I call this a lipstick pink or a nail polish pink because it's kind of like that makeup hot pink. So these are opaque beads, big bubbly beads. And then we have one transparent one that is also that pink. We've got some transparent white acrylic beads in here. And then one little accent polished silver bead. This necklace is kind of fun. It reminds me of summer. That's what it reminds me of. And we're not quite there yet, but it's nice to think about it. This is the length. So it's sitting just above the collar. You have like a 1/4 inch before the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to here, which means this whole large bead will be down here. So if you've got your hot pink out, this will match that. This is Bauble Bonanza in pink, also known as paparazzi pink, right? This is our paparazzi color. You can see how well it matches my cards. Number 175. We have 2 of those. All right. Another question. Let's see what else we've got. We need one that's going to wake everybody up. All right, 5 answers for this one. I know stickles. We're still talking about the rain or the weather. 5 answers. Let's do number 4. Name something people use to keep dry while they're camping. If you go camping and it's going to rain, or it's raining out, what do people use to keep dry? What are you going to use? A tent, number 1. Gotta have that tent. Shelter's always good, right? A tarp. Tarp was number 2. Raincoat, number 3. You guys are good at staying dry. 2 more things. An umbrella, not quite on there. So we've got a tent, we've got a tarp, we've got a raincoat. What else would you use to keep dry while you're camping if it's raining? A rain hat. Always a good answer, but it's not on there. Sleeping bag, number 5. Evidently, Shannon has gotten wet a couple times out camping. One more thing. Rain boots. You'd also use this to dry off. If you get wet, you'd use this to get dry while you're out camping. But you can also use it to keep you dry. What would you use when you're out camping that would keep you dry or get you dry if you're already wet? Not a towel. Too easy. I knew somebody was going to say that. Too easy. You're out camping. Think about your campsite. Because it's on more than one page, Violet. Violet's, you're on a different page than Juanita's on. I have 2 Facebook pages, I have YouTube, and I have Instagram. So she's on the other Facebook page. So one more thing that will keep you dry or get you dry when you're out camping and it's raining. Not a tablecloth, but that's a good guess. Because they're usually waterproof. I don't know, she might have switched. Fire pit. Yes, fire pit. Your fire. That's what I'm going to use. That was number 4. So we got all of them. You guys did a good job. Alright, one more long one. This one is in brass. This is called Uniquely Uptown. In brass. So, longer necklace. This is the tassel style. So we have that aurum rhinestone, which is what they call that rhinestone that is the metal, coordinates with the metal. It's that brass color. And then we also have brass colored beads in there, in that cluster. And then we have the little tassel down at the bottom. This is the length. So this V comes to a point right about mid-abdomen. And then we have the pendant and the tassel. This goes down to about natural waistline. That's really close to her natural waistline. With the 2-inch extension, we're going to go down into that lower belly area, the low-rise jean type area. So we have 2 of these, Uniquely Uptown, in brass. This one is going to be $176. $176. And we're on the downhill slide. We're almost done. It goes quick. Next up, we have Garden Gesture in brown. So we've got another brown here. Turn this around. There we go. So gold flowers with also some brown enamel. The brown enamel is in these little petals on the flowers. It's a little bit hard to see because it blends in with the gold so well. But when I get up close, you can see it a little bit better. So several different types of flowers in there. You've got the gold enamel, you've got some rhinestones, you have a little bit of pearl right there in the center and there. So lots of different things in this necklace. This is the length. So it is sitting down to the collar and it's going over the collar just a little bit. With the 2-inch extension, that's going to sit down to right about here, which is going to be just above mid-chest. So we have 2 of these available. This is Garden Gesture, and this one's in brown. It is going to be number 177. 177. 2 more pieces. Look at that. I pulled them out just right too because I've got 2 more pieces up here. Laurel Gardens in silver. These are hoops. You know, the little laurel crowns that like Julius Caesar wore. Well, these are the laurel leaves, but they're made into a hoop in silver. This is the length and size. They're kind of a medium size hoop. Laurel Gardens in silver. We have 2 pairs of these. It is going to be number 178. 178 tonight. $179. This one is one daydream at a time. I'm going to hold this one up because it's a little bit long for the bust. This is a green moonstone. Well, 2 green moonstones. We have a large oval moonstone down here at the bottom. Then we have a round moonstone above it in green. Hi, Kim. Curved silver bar above that. A little scroll detail. We have 3 of this one. This is the length. So it is sitting down to mid-bust with the 2-inch extension. It's going to sit over the bust right here. That's okay, we take late. Plus it's going to post the replay, so you don't actually miss anything. This is one daydream at a time. In green, we have 3 of these. Almost wore this with my shirt last night because it matched. But then I wore gold. This is 179. 3 of those. No, not gold. Copper. Shiny copper. We had shiny copper. How's your weather doing there, Kim? Sounds like